r/AskReddit. Straight people of Reddit, when did you first realize you are straight? Saw boobs. 10/10ths would see again. Edit. Now my highest rated comment is about boobs. Would play with boobs again. Saw boobs with rice. 11/10ths would see again. Edit. My now most top rated comment. Edit 2. Can I get some gold with this curry? Had rice with no boobs. 9/11 will never forget. When I was 6, I found a copy of Playboy my dad had hidden somewhere. I didn't know why I liked what I saw, but I knew I did. Fast forward to high school. Taking showers after PE. With other guys. Nothing. No interest whatsoever. Edit. My dad hid them. Didn't have Playboy lying around. But I used to steal page 3 out the sun. Nicole. 23 from Essex. Who loves play football. I still love your tits. These days I know that the sun is a steaming pile of height. But I used to look at page 3 immediately after getting home from school. Every day, and it definitely affirmed I was straight as duck. Danny from Coventry. You were my favorite. I was 7 and I saw Slave Leia in Return of the GT for the first time. Happy 40 carat th birthday. But he could be 8 right now if he only watched it last year. End of the year pool party in middle school. Dude, in like 6th grade, this girl I had a crush on had a pool party. I will never forget arriving and seeing all those girls stripping out of their street clothes, swimsuits underneath, while the radio was playing Hot in Here. I too have a great middle school memory of that song. School dance. The girls turned into hoes dancing to that song, and I turned into a man at the same moment. Jessica Rabbit. Funnily enough, this was the exact moment I realized I was BXL. Jessica Rabbit is a free pass. You can be XLly attracted to them and not be gay/straight/etc. Other examples include, but not limited to, Prince David Bowie. That scene from Black Swan. Every once in a while I ask myself if I might be gay and am just not into nudes. I can appreciate a handsome man, and I jokingly say that Henry Dean Morgan is my gay pass, but yeah. About twice a year I mull it over and then say aloud I don't think him gay, which is always a great conversation starter. If you hope to have X with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, it will help to get his name right. Now he's talking about Jeffrey's twin brother, Henry, who looks the same, but with a huge handlebar mustache. When I was 4 I took swimming lessons at the community pool. My mom thought I was too young to change in the men's room by myself. I learned pretty early on that I enjoy looking at naked women. Huh, but your mom though? Give him a break. His arms were broken. The second I put that peen in my mouth. Not sure if op is dude or dudette. TBF, if you were a straight dude with a peen in your mouth and you didn't enjoy it, pretty good sign you're straight. When another man played with my peen and I realized I didn't enjoy it. I'm glad that guy hasn't gotten to me yet. Same here. All guys have done a marvelous job playing with my peen so far. When I was quite young, I saw a commercial for a movie that had a woman doing a Rexy dance and unbuttoning her blouse. The commercial, of course, cut away before it got to anything good. But I distinctly remember wanting to see exactly how that dance ended. True lies. Now slide your nylons off one by one. There wasn't a moment I realized it. I just sort of assumed. I imagine the realization happens for non-straight folks because of that same assumption. I've never experienced an attraction to men in a XL way. Lots of guy friends I'd do anything for. I've just never had the desire to experiment with them XLly. I'm not repulsed by it. It's just not there. Yeah, it does. I kinda asked this satirically because this is usually the first question we get when we come out. My only answer is, when I watched Captain America: Civil War. I liked kissing all the girls in my 2nd grade class. I got fired from my teaching position shortly after. Name checks out. I was like 8 or 9 at the beach, and this tall dark-haired woman came out of the water. Pubic hairs were hanging out of her bikini, which I guess bunched up from waves. I immediately lay down on my stomach on a towel to hide my boner. Do you have a thing for public hair now? No. Just private ones. First time I saw it. I mean, birds are cool and all. But what do they have to do with your sexuality? Ha. The ornithologist in me laughed. Take my upvote. My mom says she knew I was straight from when I was a baby. Before I could even talk, I'd always watch the men telling stories. Oh snap. My mom said they knew I was straight as a baby. Anytime a man entered the room I was trying to go say hi and hang out. Lol. My mum knew I was straight from when I was born. Said I was so determined to avex I crawled headfirst through a vag. My mom had a lady over for coffee. She was wearing leather pant. A single pant. Typo or tight skirt. Now I'm not so sure anymore. When I sucked off the lacrosse team and realized it just wasn't for me. So that would make you a dude who sucked off a lacrosse team and learned he was straight. I'm more shocked that a whole team of lacrosse players would be down to just go a little gay balls for a while. If it was any team, it'd be the lacrosse team. I was 3 years old and fighting with other 3-year-olds to claim a girl. I also thought, since our birthdays were the same, I had a more legitimate claim. Makes perfect sense. Sorts, I'm 3 years old. I was 4 and my babysitter who was maybe 25 picked me and I stuck my hand down her shirt, grabbed a boob and yelled bubbles. From that moment on I've been a boob man and I've never looked back. I can guess who your favorite Powerpuff Girl is. Blossom. Cause she had the best tits. When I was 11, one of the boys at school had already hit puberty and had developed biceps. And I noticed and liked them. That was an odd moment for a pre-puberty me. Still waiting for my puberty biceps. I was held back a grade. I easily beat all the other boys in my grade at arm wrestling. Then I realized I'm not actually stronger. I just hit my growth spurt before them. It's a struggle to beat the other boy my age in that grade. Open bracket. Underwear scene in Alien. This is the third reference I've seen on here that was also an aha moment for me. Every boy seems to have had their coming of age moments to the same 30-second clips. I rewatched a scene from a movie with boobs in it about 30 times. I was 8. Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. I loved that show as a 9-year-old. Whenever a gay person says they knew they were gay since they were 5 or 6, I believe them. Because good God, did I love me some Wonder Woman at that same age. Haha. I'm a gay dude, but I knew I was gay because of Wonder Woman too. Except in my case I was obsessed with practicing her slow motion twirl and wearing my sister's bracelets and practicing deflecting bullets. That's awesome, Linda Carter. Helping gay and straight people come to terms with their XL identity before they even knew what X was. When knew I would never want a peen up my ass. Some of us knew we were straight because we wanted a peen in our ass. This is like your third post in this thread talking about now. You really like getting ducked in the ass. Don't you? Is that your ultimate? When I stopped masturbating to guys. I was always 80/90% sure, but I never could be certain. Then I had X with the opposite X, and I was just left thinking, yep, boobs it is. Gotta love em. Watching Shakira's music videos. Hips Don't Lie was good, but She Wolf made my willy grow exponentially. Exponentially? Do you need help? A long time ago in Vietnam. Username checks out. When I was 8 and started looking for pictures of naked women on the internet. You darned kids have it way too easy these days. Back in my day we had to rely on stolen/shared porno magazines found in the forest or use the bra section in the J.C. Penney's catalog. Shakes Kane angrily. Well, when Jared Way and Frank Hero made out on stage, I had no idea if I was straight or into gay porn. That was a questionable time in my life. I've been stuck in this limbo since I was 13. 14. Interacting with my first boyfriend. I want that he didn't get it BTW. Serious question. If you were that frisky at 14, can I ask if you did the whole casual X thing for many years, or did you only sleep with guys you dated? Is still a virgin? Many years. I'm only 16. Oh god. Do my comments read like an older lady? 0.0. Edit. Words. Well, I sat down one day and thought it now. I'd love to be gay or bi, but vags are pretty gross. I don't even like my one. Why would I trust my face in someone else's? That's so funny. I knew I was straight when I had the exact opposite reaction to vags. It's like staring into heaven. I've thought about it. And I'd guess the first signs of it when I had a crazy crush on a boy when I was 5. I mean, in a 5-year-old way. I was really in love with him. We were even girlfriend and boyfriend for 11 days. Until he kissed Jenny during block cleanup. I cried the whole time and conveniently missed cleanup. I still remember the little round stain my tears made on the reading corner pillow. And I still think of him fondly. I was always pretty boy crazy. I always had some sort of mad, passionate crush. And I was always kind of a daddy's girl in a very stereotypical hetero XL development sort of way. So I can probably remember having hetero XL feelings even before I really was able to index my memories in time. Oddly, as hardcore hardwired hetero XL as I am, later in life I did find that I have some very homo-romantic inclinations and have had several very intimate and intense friendships with lesbians or bi women that fizzled disappointingly. I don't know what to do with this part of myself or what it really means. I actually grew up thinking everyone was attracted to men and women. But you partnered up with the opposite X just because. As I got older and learned about different orientations, I identified as a lesbian and then as BXL. However, I had my first kiss with a girl in HS. I'd been crushing on her for years. But when we finally kissed I thought, her lips are too soft. Everything about this is too soft. Why am I not turned on right now? I went on to have exciting, hot X with various men, still identifying as BXL. I told myself the only reason I'd been exclusively dating guys was because they're the only ones who pursue me. I'm too shy to be the pursuer and too feminine to attract the attention of lesbians. A couple years ago, I decided to look for women on dating apps. I never replied to any messages I got. I never felt any serious interest in the girls I matched with. I'm slowly coming to terms with identifying as straight, or at most heteroflexible. I fantasize about girls, wank to girls, crush on girls, but guys are far more XL-y and romantically exciting to me. And I find myself choosing to spend my XL/romantic energy on them instead of women over and over again when faced with a choice in real life. I think that makes me, for all intents and purposes, more straight than bi. Her lips are too soft. Everything about this is too soft. Why am I not turned on right now? But like, that's the best part about girls. They're always so soft and smell amazing. I'm a straight dude and I could never even imagine being into guys. They're total assholes and are disgusting and have weird faces/bodies. I honestly don't understand how anyone could be attracted to anyone who isn't a girl. They're just so ducking perfect. But hey, the fact that a significant part of the population isn't into girls means that sometimes one will be really into me and I get to have X with them in a way that is mutually gratifying for both of us. I may not understand what straight girls see in me, but I appreciate it so ducking much anyways. When a 5th grade classmate showed she liked me by chasing me around the room, and I found myself slowing down because I wanted her to catch me, I think I figured why I struggled for so long. I've always been a bit of a monkey, climbing everything I can. I still do. So when the girls used to chase me, I would climb on top of the little wooden huts in the playground and they would lose interest. In my tiny mind I was winning. Tried to wank to gay scenarios to see if I was into it. I came. But it was a chore.